I think the way we speak about this is a bit problematic. Mr. Speaker, I heard colleagues make reference to even Zimbabwe. Mr. Speaker, just last month, let me remind them, the Herald of Zimbabwe. My colleague, Nkommo just talked about how efficient and protected the system is. The Herald of Zimbabwe said, last year, only 2,500 tons of weed or the product was exported legally. Over 300,000 tons was exported illegally. Where is the control you are talking about there? So this idea that we are doing this and it's going to be under a certain control. Mr. Speaker, I keep asking them, look, the ranking talked about HTC. Unfortunately, the young man abusing weed in this country is not going to take whatever he got to a laboratory to test the HTC content before he smokes and THC. And none of you is ever talking about the potential of abuse and how that can degenerate into mental health problem we already have in this country. Why are we pretending that this is going to solve our problem? Minister, do you even know how many people in this country are smoking weed illegally? To the extent that you are saying that you are going to license people and show them where to grow the weed, and you have the ability. In fact, Mr. Speaker, even electricity that the sources we produce are known. We are unable to police the amount of electricity we produce in this country. You are now talking about giving license to people to produce weed. In fact, Mr. Speaker, whilst I don't have the potential of stopping this, Mr. Speaker, the fact is that Ghana is blessed enough with gold, diamond, everything. In fact, just recently we passed e-levy. None of this is able to save our country. In any case, do you know how much Zimbabwe earned? The highest they've earned, $130 million. So is this the reason we are coming to expose ourselves even to much risk? Why from this thing that we is coming to save our economy? That it's we. What do you mean by it's not we? It's we. What is this thing that we is coming to solve our economy? Save our economy. Mr. Speaker, I believe the cost of mental degeneration versus Mr. Speaker, if anybody enjoys smoking, I don't have problem with you. But to say that Ghana is coming, all the countries you mentioned, which of these countries' economy have gotten better since they started growing weed? Mr. Speaker, all the countries they've mentioned, not a single one's economy have gotten better since they started growing and exporting weed. Where is the country? Show me the country that has gotten better. Is it Zimbabwe? To the extent that for the first time in my life, I've seen Zimbabwe used as a good example of economics in this house. That is appalling, Mr. Speaker. If this was to be a situation where we can control the production and the use of this for medicinal purposes, fine. But in our country, we don't have a record of policing things that are hazardous to young people. Minister, you have no idea. In fact, where is the evidence that you have the capability, you and your ministry, I'm not as a person, have the capability of policing this to make sure that a certain particular brand of, call it weed or whatever you call it, is capable of doing anything?